What's going on, everyone? So there continues to be talk about LeBron James and the Lakers. There was reports like, I don't know, a couple weeks, 2 weeks ago now, something like that, about LeBron James still isn't very happy. And like, you know, he's just not, he just doesn't seem committed and bought into the level. It's just a bunch of nonsense in my opinion. But Shams, even recently, he was on the Flagrant podcast and they asked him, like, give us something, right? Give us like, who's some players we should keep an eye on, some big names that could potentially be moved. Now, obviously, it's a podcast. They're trying to get the clicks, stuff like that. But he mentioned Giannis Antetokounmpo, he mentioned Trae Young, and he mentioned LeBron James as players to really keep an eye on. Shams even kind of mentioned LeBron like a week or so ago. There keeps being murmurs. There have been murmurs all offseason about it, and now there's even further murmurs. And, you know, there's a lot of fan talk now, in particular, because of how good Austin Reaves is playing. I mean, the guy is playing MVP level. The guy is playing like one of the top players in all of basketball. It's not an exaggeration. Like, the guy has been unbelievable without LeBron, without Luka. Like, if I told you, hey, you know, Austin Reaves would be leading the league in points, like people, and also dishing out 10 assists and all that. People would be like, oh, like you're just delusional or whatever. He's doing it, right? Like literally. Now, 5 games or really 3 games in a 82 game season are very different things. But there's this kind of narrative going around, period, of like, hey, we don't need LeBron anymore. Get off LeBron. We're better without LeBron. I could not disagree more. We are not better without LeBron. We do absolutely need LeBron. But we don't, like, during the regular season, he's not as big of a necessity as he was in the past. But if we are to be a true contender, if we are to be a true champion, even as is, right? Obviously, it'd be great if we can make some moves, get like, whatever, an Andrew Wiggins or something like that. That'd be great. But even as is, we have seen players really elevate, play great. DeAndre Ayton, I think, has been great. Jake LaRavia is really starting to get comfortable out there, coming in his own. Dalton Connect might have, woken up a little bit, right? Like Rui Hachimura doing Rui things, right? Like this team, and I said in the offseason that there is a version of this team that can win an NBA championship, but I also maintain that we're not better without LeBron James. We're not going, like this team, and I said it in the offseason, this team right now, minus LeBron, is good enough to be a playoff team, right? This team, I think, is a really good team in the West, even in the tight West, even in the stacked West. Luka, Austin Reaves playing to the level he's playing, DeAndre Ayton, Jake LaRavia, LeBron, or Rui Hachimura, Jared Vanderbilt, Marcus Smart, all these. We're deeper, we're more talented, right? This is a good basketball team, and they're going to win games, right? But the difference between you being a 3 through 6 seed and you being a true title contender and one of the best 3 to 5 teams in all of basketball with a legit chance of winning a championship is on LeBron. Right? This team right now, as is, never say never. Crazy things have happened. If Austin Reaves is able to maintain, 30, what is he averaging? Like 34, 8, and 11, something like that. Like if he's able to manage that throughout the season and then come playoffs, then sure, maybe the Lakers are. But realistically speaking, right, even if Austin Reaves is say he's a 26, 8, and 9 guy, right? Like that's, again, all-star, like top player in the max contract level. Like there's very few guys in the league that can put up a stat line anywhere close to that, right? So, but still, you need, like, the things that LeBron does for you beyond just his play, but also being that other weapon, that other threat, that guy that can completely change a game or a series just through his experience and knowledge and the way he sees things and all of that is so impactful. Oh yeah, by the way, he still is probably our most athletic player. And oh yeah, by the way, he's probably our best defensive player when he buys in. Right? Like, you need LeBron for so many things, right? But you don't need LeBron in the sense of the way that you needed him previously, right? Talked about, again, this whole offseason. LeBron James in previous years, more often than not, had to put the cape on, right? How many times do we see LeBron James drop 30 just for us to have a chance to win? Not even win the game, like just have a shot at winning the game. pretty regularly, pretty frequently, LeBron James was having to put up 38-8 for us just to have a chance. And more often than not, we actually lost those games. I mean, the Lakers were a play-in team, right? Like, so again, like now with Luka in particular, because as much as I love Anthony Davis, he was a guy that never really fully took on the reins and fully embraced the role of best player on the team, right? So there would be games or stretches or moments where it was clear he's the best guy, but then also you had more often than not LeBron James having to step up and be the best guy. You don't have that issue with Luka, right? Luka, no problem. Give me the rock. Let's go. I'll lead us to 50 wins, right? Like, don't worry about it. So you get that high-end level, which also Luka's just better than Anthony Davis, but also it's his ability to make plays. So not only does it take the pressure off of LeBron James needing to put on the cape, it takes the pressure off of LeBron to have to do everything as far as being the offensive engine, scoring 30 points, dishing out 12 assists, all of that. Like, now LeBron can really just kind of settle in. And oh yeah, by the way, Austin Reaves is playing like, a version of Luka Doncic right now. Which again, I'm not expecting him to be a 34, 8 and 11 guy or whatever, but like, can he be, like I said, let's say LeBron comes back and he's 23, 6 and 6, right? Can Austin Reaves be, 25, 8 and 8, right? Like, basically, like, put up LeBron stats in previous years, and LeBron kind of comes in and is like, a slightly better, I mean, not the way to phrase it, but just stat-wise is what I mean, a better version of Austin Reaves last year, right? Like, but again, like, to me, I think if you're LeBron, you should be and want to and embrace taking a step back and letting those two run the show, right? LeBron James needs to be the third option. Now, the reason I'm doing it like this is because he's never going to truly be the third option. There's going to be games and nights and stretches and moments and all kinds of stuff where you're going to need him to be the guy. But more often than not now, you can let the team be the team. And instead of him being the team, he needs to settle in and be a part of the team. Right? And I've seen people say like, oh, LeBron James, he did that last year. His usage rate dropped. His usage rate dropped 1%. We got Luka Doncic and LeBron James dropped so low. It was 1%. That needs to drop significantly. He needs to be willing to really invest and buy into, and I think he is because of the things he has said himself. He worked all offseason on his catch and shoot threes. But it's so good for LeBron. One, this team's good enough to stay afloat, as we see. In previous years, the Lakers, I mean, LeBron's almost entire career, teams without LeBron are abysmal. Not this Lakers team. Two, right, like, LeBron is 41 in year 23. Like, if I'm LeBron, I'm looking at this as a golden opportunity. I'm looking at this as like, wait a minute. Like, I am in a position to where I don't have to be the guy every night. I don't have to do everything. I don't have to take on all the playmaking responsibilities and I can just settle in, buy in on the defensive side, which would raise our defensive ceiling and make us a better defensive team, help rebound, which would make us a better rebounding team, be the swing man, make the plays, play off ball, be a slasher and cutter. Luka's going to find you every time, and then be a catch, shoot, three-point shooter. LeBron will probably get, and again, another thing that I talked about in the offseason, I won't be surprised in the slightest if LeBron James has the most efficient season of his career. Genuinely. Right? And again, like, it's because you have Luka and Austin Reaves playing at such a high level. Don't take away from that. You're going to go get your 20 plus. You're LeBron James, right? Like, there's going to be moments where you are going to get the ball in your hands and you are going to get to be the guy and you are going to make the plays and you're going to get to be aggressive and all that stuff. And at any point, look, if LeBron wants the ball and wants to just put his head down and get to the basket, the Lakers will let him do that. But he needs to be willing to kind of, settle in and just kind of trickle in those points, right? Play more off Luka. Luka's going to find you, because LeBron historically likes to just kind of let everyone get going in the first quarter. He just kind of takes a step back in the first, kind of becomes more playmaker, things like that. Then you'll see him kind of go and get, his 6-8 points in the first. I mean, how many times have we seen at halftime him have, 4 points and you're like, wait, LeBron had 26 in the second half? And it's like, yeah, he did, right? Because he kind of just goes in these bursts, right? Well, now let those bursts be, a little more consistent, right? Like Luka's going to go get you 5+ points in the first, and then another 5+ points in the second, right? And then another 5+ points in the third, and another 5+ points in the fourth. And then you're going to have your moments where you're going to get to be you. I mean, I wouldn't surprise me at all if Luka, LeBron, and Austin Reaves all three averaged 25. Like, as crazy as that sounds, like, I wouldn't be shocked at all. I mean, last year they all averaged 20, right? So, like, to think that LeBron comes in, because I just think LeBron is going to be so efficient, and I think he's going to have such an easy time. Look, if he wants out and the Lakers want to trade him, fine. I think the Lakers will be, depending on what you get in return, right? I think the Lakers you can make an argument, could be as good, depending on, again, Austin Reaves level, Luka Doncic's level, and what you get back for LeBron. But right now, we're not better without LeBron. I don't see them trading LeBron. I just think, again, it's more topic, it's more conversation, it draws attention, it gives buzz. That's all I think it is. But anyway, as always, this is a discussion. I pass the question to you. Let me know your thoughts and opinions down in the comments. That being said, if you haven't liked this video, hit that like button. Helps me a lot. If you enjoy these types of videos, and I truly appreciate it. Not subscribe channel, hit that subscribe button. Turn on the bell notifications. Appreciate y'all. See you in the next one. Thank you.